Hello everybody, and welcome to today's Bible Break. Today we're talking cooking, and specifically when you're trying to follow a recipe. If you're following a recipe, you obviously know that the ingredients that they list, as well as the amounts, are extremely important, right? And if you didn't pay attention or don't follow that full recipe, then obviously things are not going to turn out the way that you want them to. Anytime I think about issues with a recipe, I hate to say it, but I automatically think about my grandma one time made gobs, or at least she tried to make gobs. Well, she succeeded, I should say, partially, because while it originally called for 2 teaspoons of baking soda, that P quickly became a B in her mind. So instead of 2 teaspoons, she put in 2 tablespoons of baking soda. Now, you can imagine how that affects the outcome, right? So not only did the consistency change a little bit, but the flavor really changed quite a good bit. Now, we still ate them because you don't want to make her feel bad for it, but everybody knew something was off, including my grandma. And now we can laugh about it today, right? And we can think back on that, and it's a good story. But it's also very telling when we think about recipes as a whole. The psalm for today is talking about the recipe, really, of what it takes to be a Christian, what it means to live like a Christian. So if we take a look, it says, "The one whose walk is blameless, who does what is righteous, who speaks the truth from their heart, whose tongue utters no slander, who does no wrong to a neighbor, and casts no slur on others, who despises a vile person, but honors those who fear the Lord, who keeps an oath even when it hurts, and does not change their mind, who lends money to the poor without interest, who does not accept a bribe against the innocent. Whoever does these things will never be shaken." Psalm 15, verses 2 through 5. Now, I can't speak for everybody that watches these videos, right? But from my personal experience, I'll tell you right now, I have missed out or misread some of those ingredients many times, right? And if you're feeling like you're not one of those people, maybe take a look back at yesterday's Bible Break again when we're talking about brokenness, right? Because we all make those mistakes. And so when we're talking about this recipe of Christian living, it's understood that we aren't going to be perfect. But what I really wanted to focus on is the fact that actions speak louder than words. You may say you are living like a Christian, but do your actions fully agree with that? I always think back to my dad will always say in his sermons that if you were to ask your friends, your family, your coworkers, if you were a Christian, would they 1000% be able to guarantee that you're a Christian based on the way that you live your life? Or is there some of that struggle to discern that? So my challenge for you today is to make sure that your actions are saying just as loud as your words are that you're a Christian. And never forget, God loves you, and I do too.